If your legs feel weaker after 50, don't just blame aging. Blame what you've been told to expect. They told you this was normal, that it's just part of getting older. But think about it. When did that shift actually happen? One day you were climbing stairs like nothing, walking long distances, moving freely. And then slowly, you start avoiding the second floor. You feel a little unsteady stepping off a curb. You look down and realize your legs don't feel as strong or as solid as they used to. And the worst part? You start to believe it's just your new reality. But it's not. What you're actually feeling is sarcopenia, a medical condition that sounds complicated but means something simple. Your muscles are shrinking faster than your body can rebuild them. It happens with age, yes, but inactivity feeds it. It's not just a fitness issue, it's a freedom issue. Because when your legs lose strength, it doesn't stop there. Your balance gets shaky. Your joints take more load. Your confidence takes a hit. You move less, which makes everything worse. It's a vicious cycle. But here's what most people don't know. You can break that cycle. And you don't need to be an athlete, join a gym, or lift heavy weights to do it. In fact, the most effective way to reverse muscle loss over 50 is with simple, functional movements that work with your body, not against it. Movements that are safe, joint-friendly, and proven by science to bring results, even for beginners. That's what this video is all about. I'm going to show you 3 essential exercises designed specifically for adults over 50. They're easy to learn, you can do them at home, and with consistency, they can help you rebuild strength, regain balance, and move with more confidence in your body. Every single day. These aren't just exercises, they're a turning point. Because the moment you stop accepting weakness as normal is the moment you take control back. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. 1. Step up. The simplest way to test your real-world strength. If you've been avoiding stairs lately, or grabbing the handrail a little tighter than you used to, that's not random. That's not just getting older. That's your body quietly losing strength and trying to compensate before something worse happens. Because here's the truth. The body doesn't just shut down one day. It fades, step by step, until walking up a few stairs feels like a workout, until you hesitate before stepping onto a curb, until you realize you don't trust your own legs anymore. And that's exactly why the step-up matters. This isn't just some gym exercise, it's a direct reflection of how well your body handles real life. Going up steps, getting off a low seat, catching yourself mid-stumble. All of those moments rely on the same muscles the step-up targets: your glutes, quads, hamstrings, calves, and core. But more importantly, it trains you one side at a time, like life does. See, walking is just controlled falling. And balance, it's the art of catching yourself before gravity does. The step-up forces your body to do both, strengthen and stabilize, in one move. That's why it's so effective, especially after 50. What most people miss is that you don't need high-impact exercises to get stronger. You need consistency and smart mechanics. And that's exactly what the step-up gives you. Start small. Even a 6-inch step is enough. Do it slow, controlled. Feel your foot pressing down and your body lifting itself up. Not with momentum, with intention. You'll feel muscles wake up that have been asleep for years. And if you stay consistent, your legs will start to respond. They'll feel more stable, less shaky, more alive. One clinical trial showed that older adults who added step-ups to their weekly routine gained strength, balance, and independence in under 8 weeks. Not with machines, not with weights, just their own body and the will to move. Because when your legs get stronger, something else happens. You walk with more confidence, you stop fearing the stairs, and you stop apologizing for how your body moves. That's not just progress, that's power. And the best part? We're only getting started. 2. Standing heel. Raise. Rebuild your foundation from the ground up. There's a reason they call the calves your second heart. These muscles don't just move you forward. They literally push blood back up your body, helping your circulation work like it's supposed to. So when your calves weaken, everything suffers. Balance, stability, endurance. Even something as simple as standing still for a few minutes starts to feel exhausting. That's why standing heel raises are such a game changer. Because they reconnect you with the base of your body, your feet, your ankles, and every small muscle that holds you upright. The movement looks simple. You just rise up on your toes. But what's happening underneath is massive. Every rep wakes up your calves, ankles, and stabilizing muscles that keep you grounded. It trains your proprioception, your brain's ability to know where your body is in space. And that one thing? That's what keeps you from falling. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. After 50, your risk of falling triples if you don't train these areas. Not because you're clumsy, but because your body stops sending strong signals to the ground. You lose feedback. You lose confidence. And your legs? They start second-guessing every step. Heel raises reverse that. They rewire the connection between your feet and your brain. They build muscle where you need it most. The kind that keeps you standing tall, climbing stairs, walking for longer without fatigue. And they do something else most people don't realize. They boost circulation. Weak calves mean weaker blood flow from the lower body, which leads to swelling, varicose veins, chronic fatigue, even serious issues like deep vein thrombosis. But consistent heel raises act like a pump. They flush your legs out. They energize your stride. Just think about that. One movement, no equipment, and it can help with balance, strength, circulation, and posture, all in less than 5 minutes a day. And you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to lift high or fast. You just need to lift with control. Feel the floor. Squeeze the calves. Breathe through the motion. At first, you might do 10 reps. Next week, maybe 15. Soon, you'll feel firmer footing when you walk, and less hesitation when you stand still. Because strong calves don't just help you move better, they help you stand your ground, literally and mentally. And we're still not done. The final exercise ties everything together in a way most routines forget. 3. Bodyweight squat. The movement that gives you your power back. Here's a hard truth most people don't want to hear after 50. If you struggle to get up from a chair without using your hands, it's not age, it's weakness. And weakness is reversible. That's why the squat matters. Not because it's trendy, not because it's on every fitness list, but because it's one of the few movements that actually reflects how you live. You sit, you stand, you lower yourself, you lift your body back up. You do it every single day, or at least you should. But when the legs start to fade, so does that independence. Suddenly, you need support just to get off the couch. Or worse, you start avoiding low seats altogether. And that's exactly why bodyweight squats are non-negotiable if you want to stay strong, mobile, and confident. They train your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core all at once, without putting pressure on your joints. Done right, they're joint-friendly, safe, and incredibly effective. Think of the squat like your strength checkpoint. Lose the ability to squat, and you slowly start giving up pieces of your freedom. But the opposite is also true. Regain your squat, and you start moving through life with ease again. And don't worry, this isn't about going deep or chasing numbers. For many people, just doing a shallow squat with good form is more than enough. The goal isn't depth, it's control. When you push your hips back, lower yourself slowly, and drive up through your heels, you're rebuilding muscle that's been dormant for years. You're reactivating the very foundation that supports your spine, your balance, and your daily movement. Research has shown that older adults who practice squats regularly can increase muscle mass, improve balance, reduce fall risk, and even enhance bone density, all without using weights. One study showed an 8% increase in leg strength and a 30% reduction in the time it takes to get up from a chair, just by squatting a few times a week. It's powerful, it's proven, and it's available to you right now. No equipment, no excuses. You can start with chair-assisted squats. Touch the chair gently, then rise back up. It's not about pushing through pain. It's about showing your body what it's still capable of. And as you build strength, you'll notice the ripple effect. You'll sit and stand without thinking. You'll move faster, stand taller, walk steadier. Because the squat doesn't just build legs, it rebuilds identity. It reminds you that you're still strong and getting stronger. Now you've got all three pieces of the puzzle. But we're not done until we close the loop. This isn't just about legs. It's about who you're becoming. At some point, you stopped running. You stopped squatting without thinking. You stopped getting up fast. And maybe, without even realizing it, you started shrinking your world. One less trip upstairs. One more hesitation before getting up from the floor. One more moment thinking, maybe I shouldn't try that. That's how it starts. Not with a big injury, not with a diagnosis, but with a slow, silent retreat from your own body. But the truth is, you're not here just to train your legs. You're here to take your life back. Because when your legs lose strength, you don't just lose movement, you lose freedom. You lose spontaneity. You lose the confidence to say yes to the things you love and no to the fear that holds you back. And that's why every squat, every step up, every rep, it all matters more than you think. It's not just about fitness, it's about identity. Because when your legs get stronger, so does your mindset. When you stand taller, you stop apologizing for taking up space. And when you feel control returning to your body, everything else starts shifting too. Your energy, your mood, your posture, your decisions. Most people over 50 believe it's too late to rebuild. But they're wrong. The body is still listening. It just needs a reason to respond. And you've already taken the first step by watching this. You've already told your body, I'm not done yet. Because this isn't about looking young. It's about feeling alive. And if you give your body just a little bit of intention every day, it will meet you halfway. And then some. Now, let's close this together. Let's be real. You didn't watch this far just for a few leg exercises. You watched because something inside you knows it's time. Time to stop accepting weakness as normal. Time to stop giving away pieces of your independence, one step at a time. You've seen what happens when strength fades. The hesitation, the limits, the quiet frustration. But now, you've also seen what can happen when you fight back. With simple movements, done with purpose, done consistently. 3 exercises, no machines, no fancy gear, no excuses. Just you, your body, and the decision to not let age define your ability to move, live, and thrive. This isn't about going backwards. It's about reclaiming your future. 1 rep, 1 step, 1 breath at a time. So now, I want to know, what's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? Drop it in the comments. Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. And before you go, if this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new routine, a new tool, or a new reason to move forward. Because strong legs aren't just about strength. They're about choice. They're about momentum. They're about proving every day that you're still in control of your story. And this story, it's just getting started.